If I told you that there are powerful anti-inflammatory remedies not found in hospitals, requiring no prescription, but quietly growing right in your own backyard, would you believe it? As we pass the age of 60, the body begins to change noticeably. Joint pain appears more frequently. The immune system weakens, and silent inflammation becomes an underlying cause of many serious health issues, such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and degeneration. Many people turn to medication for control, but forget that nature has long provided simpler, safer, and more sustainable solutions. With just a small corner in your home and a few familiar plants, you can completely create a natural source of medicine to help your body reduce inflammation every day. Nothing complicated, nothing expensive, yet the effectiveness comes from very small daily habits. In this video, you will discover 10 extremely easy-to-grow plants, not only helping to improve your health, but also bringing relaxation and a sense of peace to your later years. Let's start with the simplest things. And if you had to choose one plant to begin your journey of caring for your health through nature, turmeric would be the very first option you should not overlook. Long before modern medicine developed, turmeric had already been present in daily life, not only as a familiar spice, but also as a natural remedy that helps the body combat various health issues. Within its distinctive yellow color lies curcumin, an active compound with powerful anti-inflammatory properties. It works by inhibiting inflammatory responses in the body, thereby helping to reduce swelling, relieve pain, and protect cells from damage. For people over the age of 60, turmeric is especially beneficial in soothing joint pain caused by degeneration, supporting the reduction of stomach inflammation, and improving digestive function. Moreover, curcumin also has antioxidant properties, helping to slow down the aging process and support cardiovascular health by improving blood circulation. Some studies even suggest that turmeric may contribute to stabilizing blood sugar levels and strengthening the immune system, factors that are particularly important as the body enters old age. What is worth noting is that turmeric is neither unfamiliar nor difficult to grow. You don't need a large garden, just a small pot placed on a balcony or in a well-lit corner of your home is enough for it to thrive. And once you have it readily available, using it becomes very simple. A warm glass of water mixed with turmeric powder in the morning, or simply adding a bit of turmeric to your daily meals, is enough to create positive long-term changes for your health. This is not an instant solution, but rather a small yet sustainable habit. And more importantly, turmeric is only the beginning, because the plants that follow are even more familiar and accessible. After turmeric, a root known for its soothing properties, there is another root that acts like a source of warmth, helping the body improve circulation and recover from within. And now we come to the second plant, ginger. This is one of the most familiar ingredients in the kitchen, yet its true value is often underestimated. Ginger contains gingerol, an active compound with strong natural anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties. Its mechanism goes beyond merely reducing symptoms. It also helps inhibit inflammatory substances in the body, thereby supporting the relief of joint pain, muscle pain, and even weather-related aches, something older adults frequently experience. In addition, ginger helps stimulate blood circulation and warm the body, which is especially beneficial for those who often have cold hands and feet or poor circulation. For the digestive system, ginger is almost an indispensable assistant. It helps reduce bloating, indigestion, and nausea, while improving stomach and intestinal function, which tend to weaken with age. Furthermore, ginger's natural antibacterial properties also help strengthen the body's resistance and reduce the risk of infections. What makes ginger even more remarkable is how easy it is to grow. With just a mature piece of ginger placed in moist soil, you can harvest it after a short time, and using it is just as simple as a warm cup of ginger tea in the morning, or adding a few slices of ginger to your daily meals, is enough to awaken and protect your body. If turmeric serves as a long-term foundation for reducing inflammation, then ginger acts as immediate support, helping you feel relief almost instantly. And the journey does not stop here, because the next plant not only fights inflammation, but is also especially beneficial for the respiratory system. The body not only needs to be warmed from within, it also needs protection from external environmental factors, especially the respiratory system. And that is when we come to the third plant, perilla. Perilla is a very familiar herb, but its true value lies in the bioactive compounds within it that few people pay attention to. Perilla leaves contain compounds such as flavonoids and natural essential oils, particularly perolaldehyde and rosmarinic acid. These substances have the ability to inhibit inflammatory responses in the body by reducing the activity of pro-inflammatory cytokines, the underlying cause of swelling, pain, and mucosal irritation. Thanks to this mechanism, perilla helps soothe the nasal and throat areas, reduce sinus inflammation, relieve nasal congestion, and ease persistent coughing. Especially effective for older adults whose respiratory systems become more sensitive over time. Not only does it provide anti-inflammatory benefits, but perilla also has natural antihistamine properties, helping to limit allergic reactions such as sneezing, nasal itching, or hives during weather changes. This is particularly important, as in old age, the body tends to react more strongly to environmental factors while recovering more slowly. At the same time, the antioxidants in perilla help protect cells from damage and support the immune system in functioning more steadily over time. In addition, perilla also stimulates digestion, helping to reduce bloating, indigestion, and support metabolic processes, issues that commonly accompany aging. When digestion improves, overall inflammation in the body is also indirectly reduced. What is remarkable is that all these benefits come from a plant that is extremely easy to grow, simple to use, and almost free of side effects when consumed in reasonable amounts. Just a handful of perilla leaves in your meals or a warm cup of perilla leaf tea can help your body build a natural layer of protection from within. A small, familiar plant, yet one that has a profound impact on multiple systems of the body. Before we move on to the fourth plant, do you notice that the ones we've mentioned so far are very familiar to us? If your answer is yes, then give me a like, subscribe, and leave a comment to share which ones you already know. Next, we return to an issue that many older adults face every day: joint and bone pain. And this is where we come to the fourth plant, wild betel leaf. Wild betel leaf has long been used in traditional folk medicine as a natural pain relief remedy. Within its leaves are essential oils and active compounds with anti-inflammatory properties, helping to warm the body and promote blood circulation. When blood flows more effectively to the joints, swelling and pain gradually improve, especially dull aches or the stiffness often felt in the morning. For people over the age of 60, as joints begin to degenerate and lose flexibility, wild betel leaf not only helps relieve pain, but also supports improved mobility. Regular use can help the body feel lighter, reduce the sense of heaviness when moving, and limit the recurrence of pain during weather changes. Wild betel leaf is also very easy to incorporate into daily life. It can be used in meals, brewed as a drink, or used for foot soaking to relax and relieve pain. Moreover, it is a plant that is very easy to grow, suitable even for small spaces. A simple plant, yet one that directly addresses the pain within the body. Next, we move on to the fifth plant, a familiar herb that is highly effective in reducing inflammation and protecting cardiovascular health: basil. Basil is not only a common culinary herb, but it also contains powerful antioxidant compounds such as flavonoids and eugenol. These substances have the ability to inhibit inflammatory reactions within the body, thereby helping to reduce systemic inflammation, one of the main causes of cardiovascular diseases, high blood pressure, and premature aging. For people over the age of 60, controlling inflammation not only helps relieve pain, but also contributes to protecting blood vessels, improving circulation, and reducing the risk of plaque formation. In addition, basil helps stabilize blood sugar levels and reduce oxidative stress factors that are closely linked to heart health. Beyond that, basil also helps the body relax, supports digestion, and improves sleep quality when used regularly. This is a particularly noteworthy benefit, as good sleep is an important factor in helping the body recover and reduce inflammation more effectively. Basil is also very easy to grow, grows quickly, and can be used daily in meals without creating the feeling of taking medicine. A small herb, yet one that impacts some of the most vital systems in the body. And next, we will move on to the sixth plant, a familiar one, known for its strong cooling and detoxifying properties. Continuing the benefits of reducing inflammation and protecting cardiovascular health, we come to the sixth plant, fish mint, a familiar herb with strong cooling and detoxifying properties. Fish mint has long been known as a cooling herb, but its true value lies in its ability to directly influence inflammatory processes within the body. It contains compounds such as quercetin and flavonoids, which help inhibit inflammatory responses and support the body in eliminating toxins. This is especially important for older adults, as the excretory and metabolic systems no longer function as efficiently as before, allowing inflammatory substances to accumulate more easily. In addition, fish mint has antibacterial properties and supports the immune system, helping the body fight off harmful agents from within. For those who frequently experience internal heat, skin inflammation, or digestive issues, fish mint can bring noticeable improvement when used consistently. Moreover, fish mint helps cool the blood and support circulation, thereby reducing pressure on the cardiovascular system and helping to control systemic inflammation. When the body is properly cooled, inflammatory responses will gradually decrease over time. Fish mint is very easy to grow, thrives well in moist environments, and does not require complicated care. It can be eaten fresh, blended into a drink, or incorporated into daily meals. A plant whose taste may not be familiar to everyone, but one that delivers clear benefits when used consistently. And next, we come to the seventh plant, a plant that not only reduces inflammation, but is also especially beneficial for the skin and the body's ability to recover: aloe vera. After the body has been supported in detoxifying and cooling down, the next step is not only to reduce inflammation, but also to repair the damage that inflammation leaves behind. And aloe vera is one of the few plants capable of doing this in a fairly comprehensive way. The transparent gel inside aloe vera contains many important bioactive compounds such as polysaccharides, especially acemannan, enzymes, and vitamins. These components not only help inhibit inflammatory responses, but also directly affect the process of cell regeneration. When the body experiences prolonged inflammation, tissues are often damaged at a microscopic level. Aloe vera helps stimulate the body to repair this damage more quickly, thereby improving health in a sustainable way rather than merely addressing symptoms. A notable point is aloe vera's ability to soothe mucous membranes, especially those of the stomach and intestines. For older adults, the digestive system often becomes more sensitive and prone to inflammation, leading to poor absorption and triggering various other health issues. Aloe vera acts as a natural cooling layer, helping to reduce irritation, support digestion, and create conditions for the digestive system to recover. When this root is stabilized, overall inflammation in the body will also decrease accordingly. In addition, aloe vera helps retain water and hydrate the body from within. This may seem simple, but it is very important, as when the body is dehydrated, inflammatory responses tend to become more intense. Maintaining proper hydration helps metabolic processes run smoothly and reduces stress on the organs. Not only does it work internally, but aloe vera can also be applied directly to the skin to soothe inflammation, reduce irritation, and support the healing of external damage. It is one of the few plants that can act both inside and outside the body. Aloe vera does not produce fast and strong effects like some other methods, but it is steady and consistent. It not only helps reduce inflammation, but also supports the body's natural healing process, something especially important as we age. At this point, I'm quite curious, which of these plants have you used before? And if so, in what situations did you use them to relieve pain, improve your health, or simply as a long-standing habit? Leave a comment and let me know. And now, we come to the eighth plant, a familiar herb that helps improve circulation and effectively reduce inflammation. Gotu kola. Gotu kola is one of the few plants that both directly affects circulation and supports sustainable inflammation reduction from within the body. For people over the age of 60, this is especially important, because when blood circulation is poor, inflammatory substances tend to accumulate, leaving the body in a constant state of fatigue, heaviness, and slow recovery. What makes Gotu kola unique lies in compounds such as asiaticoside and triterpenoids. These substances help strengthen blood vessel walls, improve vascular elasticity, and enhance blood flow throughout the body. When circulation improves, oxygen and nutrients are delivered more efficiently to the organs, while inflammatory substances are eliminated more quickly. This is the mechanism by which Gotu kola reduces inflammation at its root, not only soothing symptoms, but also helping the body regulate itself from within. In addition, Gotu kola has the ability to stimulate tissue regeneration and support the healing of minor internal damage. For older adults, whose recovery processes tend to slow down, this is a particularly valuable benefit. At the same time, its natural cooling property helps rebalance the body's internal environment, reducing internal heat, a factor associated with many forms of chronic inflammation. Furthermore, gotu kola provides mild support to the nervous system, helping the body relax and reduce stress. When the body is in a stable state, inflammatory responses will naturally decrease as well. A very simple plant, yet one that quietly has a deep impact on how the body functions and recovers each day. Moving on, we come to the 9th plant, a very familiar kitchen ingredient that is often underestimated in terms of its health value: green onions. Green onions contain natural sulfur compounds such as allicin, a substance with anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and immune-supporting properties. These compounds help the body fight against external inflammatory agents while also limiting the growth of harmful bacteria. For older adults, as the immune system begins to decline, incorporating such components into the daily diet is especially important. In addition, green onions support cardiovascular health by improving blood circulation and reducing pressure on blood vessel walls. When blood flows more efficiently, the body also lowers the risk of accumulating inflammation-related factors linked to circulation. At the same time, the antioxidants in green onions help protect cells from damage, slow down the aging process, and support the body in maintaining a more stable condition. A notable point is that green onions do not produce strong, immediate effects. Instead, they work in a very subtle way. Simply by being consistently included in daily meals, they contribute to strengthening the immune system, supporting inflammation reduction, and maintaining long-term health. Easy to grow, easy to use, and present in almost every kitchen, yet offering benefits that many people only begin to recognize when they start paying closer attention to their health in later life. Finally, we come to the 10th plant, a familiar plant in many Vietnamese households, often referred to as the ginseng of the Vietnamese Polycias fruticosa. Dinh leng is not just a common garden plant. It contains saponins, active compounds similar to those found in ginseng that help boost immunity, reduce inflammation, and support the body's recovery after periods of weakness. For people over the age of 60, when the body is no longer as strong as before, Dinh leng acts as a kind of foundation, helping maintain overall stability and resist negative external influences. One of its notable benefits is its ability to support blood circulation and enhance brain function. When blood flows more effectively to the brain, memory and mental clarity improve, while also helping to reduce the fatigue and sluggishness commonly experienced by older adults. In addition, Dinh leng helps mildly reduce stress, supports better sleep, and enables the body to adapt more effectively to environmental changes. These are important factors that are often overlooked when discussing overall health. What is remarkable is that Dinh leng is very easy to grow, can thrive in various conditions, and does not require complicated care. The leaves can be used in meals, while the roots can be used as a medicinal ingredient, making it highly convenient for long-term use. A plant that may not stand out in daily life, yet offers significant value when properly understood and used. After everything, you can see that anti-inflammatory solutions do not always come from things that are complex or expensive. Sometimes, they begin with the very familiar plants around us, things we see every day but rarely truly understand their full value. From turmeric, which helps reduce inflammation at its root, to ginger, which warms and improves circulation, from perilla, which protects the respiratory system, to wild betel leaf, which supports joint health. Each plant plays its own role, and when combined, they form a natural ecosystem that helps the body maintain balance, reduce inflammation, and recover in the most sustainable way. For people over the age of 60, health is no longer about rapid improvement, but about consistent daily care. And it is these small habits, such as growing a pot of plants, drinking a cup of herbal tea, or adding a bit of natural seasoning to your meals, that can create significant changes over time. You don't need to change everything all at once. Just start with one plant, then gradually add more, step by step, because health does not come from grand actions, but is built from the small choices you repeat every day. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe, and leave a comment to support me in creating new videos every day.